getting a couple more congratulation messages coming in from world leaders. For a start, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu congratulating Donald Trump on what he hailed as a historic return to the White House. Also hearing from Volodymyr Zelensky as well, of course, Ukraine's president, congratulating him, saying Trump's commitment to peace through strength approach could bring just peace closer. So already pretty early on, Philip, those congratulations coming in from those world leaders who might be, you could argue, most affected, if you like, by a second Trump presidency.
I don't think that we're going to see any world leaders not congratulating Donald Trump on his victory, which is a just thing to do for a future president of the United States, any future president of a democratic nation. But I think there's a lot of apprehension about what Donald Trump is going to do. As we've been hearing, he has total control not only of the presidency, but of the Senate, probably of the House of Representatives. He will also have a majority of Supreme Court judges who will be in favor of what he wants. So he really has got all the levers at his fingertips to do exactly what he wants now that he has taken over the presidency of the United States. And compared to 2016, where he was surrounded by certain advisors who were acting as a firewall, who would be willing to say to him, Mr. President, I don't think that's a good idea, or maybe you shouldn't do it this way, but do it that way. This time round, all the people that Donald Trump will be working with, or who will work with Donald Trump, are going to be, yes, men and women who will do exactly what the president wants. So we're not seeing a reincarnation of the Donald Trump that we saw back in 2016. This will be a much more, I think, a presidency designed around one man and one man's ability and desire to shape politics in the United States, not only in the United States, but also around the world. And to answer your question, I think that is raising a few fears that Donald Trump may be pretty heavy-handed, well, certainly in Ukraine, as far as Volodymyr Zelensky is concerned. What will he do? How is he going to fix the war in just one day that he's been saying he's going to do? What will the future of NATO be now that Donald Trump is back in the White House? Will he cut funding? I think that's a big worry on the part of the Europeans as far as their ability to support Ukraine and to be in a position to fight off a possible Russian invasion of another country. So these are all questions that are going to have to be looked upon pretty quickly now that Donald Trump is in the White House. And I think if it had been Kamala Harris who had won the presidential election in the United States, these sort of questions wouldn't be being asked, because it was already pretty much a foregone conclusion that she would be in the same mold as Joe Biden. That's something that we can't say about Donald Trump.